sports. It's in the game.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate,
Black
hold up.
Panther.
Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
On her black cavity, and I'm down her dad's salary. Saudi, are you on 10 yet? You know, you can search if you're looking for somebody. Need people I want. All these children, in my Achilles heel, yeah. I'll raise you to 100 million.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place 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 up.
Are you on 10 yet? Hold up. Do you have yet? Jury on Windex. Woo! 80 my Rolex. Might make back the Benz. Pseudo coming out. Black on black again. I might go to trim. I may build to win. I don't exit here. Too much flexing here. Too much bread to get. I've been stretching up. Ain't no catching up. I don't rest enough. I don't plan for luck. I keep working hard. Who keep blessing us? I'm on the 10 and I need a 10. Done made him a M a week. December been good to me. Not even Kendrick can humble me. Too rich to go do the least. Tryna become a way bigger. My teeth is like 10 apiece. TDE family to the A+. I got my grades up. I had no backup. Now run the check up. The place up. The place up.
Somebody pop all day, hold up. Somebody on their way, hold up. I would've grown all day, hold up. Somebody can't relate, hold up. Stay down with no faking. Go up, top down, I've been racing. Go up, while I'm in dangerous. Go up, my crowd in rotation, yeah. Are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? I live on 10. Wait, are you on 10 yet? Are you on 10 yet? Hold up, the place up, the place up, the place up, the place up. Somebody on 10.
Sorry I missed your call earlier. Had to finalize a few things before I joined you at the Jordan K54. I know you've been putting in work these days. So, let's try the visualization exercise we talked about last week. It'll help you figure out the kind of player you want to be and choose the role you'll want to evolve into. So clear your head with a breath or two. Then picture yourself on a court. Now imagine 3 players, a guard, a wing, and a big. Let's dive into the role of a guard, like AI. Playing as someone like Iverson will give you a taste of what the role is made of: quickness, control, and action. Next, I want you to think of a wing. For example, Vince Carter. Playing on the wing gives you the opportunity to slash to the rim and finish with authority. Lastly, let's focus on the big. Lots of greats here, including Shaquille O'Neal. If you want to dominate the paint, look no further than this role. Obviously, you can impact the game in a lot of ways. Before you choose, though, visualize how you'd perform in each of these positions in a quick game. You ready? Go.
That's the main concern. Whole hood celebrate when the tables turn to see. Feels like I'm on the cusp. Break forever, forever's not long enough. It's just. Man once said the grind can't stop till letters in your name get bigger like cap locks. Still can't stall so far from your last stop. Deaf to the yes man, blind to mascots. Look past the moment and try.
Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. I left a while out, don't judge me. That's a mini. In the lobby, walk in the room, then leave with the that ain't my fault. They want me. I ain't the same guy when I was 14. I was trying out for the ball team. High school crush was ignoring me. Oh yeah, now she me. Now I'm on the road. Shorties on my shores. Saying I'm about to. I'ma talk, cause I ain't finished yet. True be told, yeah, I've been a man. Still gon' love me when the fan. Are you? Oh really now? Aight man, let's get it then. I got what you want, what you need. You know I'm on my way. Baby, come ride with me. This is not a drill. I gotta keep it real. You could get what you want, long as you ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Come ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. Ride with me. Baby, come ride with me. You know I gotta give them what they asked for. Like Tupac spitting at the tabloids. And Will Smith hanging with the bad boys. Get it, don't where I'm from, they never had much. Waters on crackers when they had lunch. Everyone quick to do it. No, living like 5. Still got a heart of gold. So don't let me go, cause I'm here with you.
Squad made to be.
Go, Breeze.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, she might say. I be close to saying, I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA.
Still screaming free to find it coming home now. All this up on my I got a now. How you real, you can't even walk through your hometown. I'm barely home now, on the road now. All in the MIA, yo, like this. Boy, you get no love, you get stand 10 toes down. My hold down, rats can't fold down. My your dough down, we ain't gon' put on the 4th down. We on the hunt, we want more now. Real from the jump, we on now. Swear no more gon' broke now. Might do a show in your town. Wait till I bring that. I'm on no road bounce.
I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, she might say. I be close to saying, I ain't supposed to say. Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA. I might go MIA, all up in my face. I don't go nowhere without my brothers, that's my gang. And all up in my space, just getting in the way. I got like 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? And I got 30 on my fingers, what more can I say? Please, on the block, from deep like KB. Every night they, but please don't call them shady. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I got too much on the fight, so please don't try to me. I gotta for the look, already got good. I got a team full of and really gotta look crazy. I put in a cup, yeah, but that's my baby. I be paranoid, I gotta keep. I got like me this right in the money. I love it even though it's bad. I can't let none of these get into my head. And all my friends locked up, got caught up in the feds. And all my sins washed up, yeah, she might say. I be close to saying, I ain't Sometimes I wanna go ghost, I might go MIA.
I might go MIA. I might go MIA.
MIA. I might go MIA.
Maxo, bust down, Maxo, bust down, seal up, break it down, wait up, bust it down, open up, seal up, then up, this a buzz down, got it in the old name, the buzz, we don't even here, we just buzz down, got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down, it's a buzz down, run through the grass like a touchdown, try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down, seal up, buzz down, break it down, buzz down, wait up, 30 down, 50, 100, I'm down, stay 10 toes, I'm down, 10 toes, Jenny Craig with them, diamond dance like Chris Brown, lick in my water, don't drown, neck whip like baptized, church, MJ with the 4-5, fade away, no buns, hey what, like a mummy, fade to a dummy, got a lot of young dummies, go roll rap with the tummy, by the apartment, I move the in abundance, buzz on the I split the like circumference. Then up, this a buzz down. Got it in the old name, the buzz. We don't even here, we just buzz down. Got my on the roof, don't make them buzz down. It's a buzz down. Run through the grass like a touchdown. Play, no buzz down. Try to take my chain, I'ma buzz down. Buzz down, buzz down, break it down, buzz down, buzz down. 30 down, 50, 100. I'm down. I keep high up. Yeah, it's my decorator. What damn? Joysticks like PlayStation. PlayStation. Thank you, my waiting. My impatient. Whoa.
It's NBA action on EA Sports. I'm Ed Cohen. Great to be joined by Jay Williams for what should be a terrific matchup here tonight. We are at United Center in the Windy City. Tonight, the Chicago Bulls getting set to match up with the New York Knicks. The opening tip to the Bulls, and we're underway at United Center. Dunn to Wendell Carter. Lets it fly from long range. His first effort off the mark. Smith into the front court. He'll run the offense. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
It's because he took his eye off his target, Ed. As an offensive player, you have to glare at where the defender's coming to, but quickly redirect yourself to your actual target. He was more consumed with the defender than he was the actual rim.
Smith with it up top. Down 3. Dennis Smith Jr. missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Dunn to Porter. Here's a chance from long range. He made his first effort, but not that time. The possession lies with New York. To Taj Gibson. Oh, Carter with the rejection. A big finish that time for Julius Randle.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you head home.
Dunn to Zach LaVine. How you practice leads to that. Nice pump fake.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Smith with the basketball. Down a point. And he's going to the free throw line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
Dennis Smith Jr. at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 69% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. And he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. To LaVine. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, short. Into the front court comes Smith. Looking to make something happen. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
The defender was actually in a good position there. They even made a decent play on the ball, but sometimes those bounces go the other way. Still, stay aggressive out there.
Dennis Smith Jr. at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw's good. A three-point play. And with that, they go up by 3. Dunn to Wendell Carter. And count the basket.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
New York in control of the basketball. Smith. Trying to cash in. The shot missed by Smith. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
To Zach LaVine. And Gibson grabs the rebound. Smith now into the front court. Up by 3. Rises for the slam. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
To LaVine. Zach LaVine. 2 of 4 now.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Possession lies with New York. Smith now. Wide open look, won't go.
That's called a heat check right there. Surprised he missed that one. That was an open look.
Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Smith into the front court. Leads 1. There's a pass stolen by Chicago. To Julius Randle. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they'll discuss matters in what's now a 3-point game. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. To Young. For 3. Can't get the bounce. To Dennis Smith Jr. Ah, the monster stuff.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And finishes strong.
Ed, 2 years ago, I was sitting in the draft room absolutely shocked that Dennis Smith went at 9 in the draft. And when I think about this young man's game, he is just scratching the surface of what he can do. He finished tied for 4th among rookies in scoring last season, and I guarantee you, his game
leaves his man in the dust and finishes at the rim.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Porter, that's off the side of the rim, no good.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Hayden to Dennis Smith Jr. From long range. And the rebound comes down to Young. Porter to Wendell Carter. Not today. Hayden with the basketball. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. down the lane to lay it in.
The defense needs to be in more of a stance and react better. A player with that kind of NBA talent level will get to the rim every time with moves like that.
From 18 feet, at the buzzer. First quarter in the books. The Knicks have the lead. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
And a finish at the rim.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Smith with it up top. The lead stands at 9. Hayden. Had a chance, but it's no good.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals series in their history?
6-0 right now. It helped to have a guy named MJ. But, Jay, think about this. If he's not gone those 2 seasons, maybe it's 8 straight Finals wins. Has a chance. Young shot misses.
And you hate to say this, but this is the reality of the matter. Sometimes it takes guys a little while to warm up into the game. Seems like they finally found their rhythm in the second quarter.
Has a look. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Smith. Can't connect from inside. To Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
Look, as a player, this stuff happens all the time. No need to make this into something bigger than what it really is. Move on to the next play, get locked in.
Lays it up and in.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
To LaVine. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
He should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Zach LaVine trying to cash in on the 3-point play. For his career, 82%. Whoops, that won't go. Knicks with the basketball. To Julius Randle. Flushes it home. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Smith with the basketball. The advantage is 13 points. Straight down the middle of the lane. Way to punch it home. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Whistle blows, intentional foul.
Wow, maybe a design disruption right there. Or probably just an accident.
Substitution being made in this one.
Stepping in for the Bulls, number 34.
You've got to get that one to go. to Chris Dunn. Zach LaVine. Message received. Well defended.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
That is great vision to set it up. Good touch and a bucket for Chris Dunn.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
To Gibson. Taj Gibson. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
And Otto Porter, so smooth. Catch and shoot, buries the three.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Julius Randle, a couple of free throws on the way. 71% for his career. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. To Zach LaVine. Goes to the right side. Porter. That's off the side of the rim, short.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kevin Knox at the line. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip. To LaVine. Zach LaVine. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Contact on a drive can be a beautiful thing. Making those tough shots can really help you build a mental advantage over your defender.
To Markkanen. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
New York Knicks basketball. Knocked loose. Bulls come away with it. Goes reverse to lay it in.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Into the front court comes Smith. Lead stands at 7. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Deep 2 there, won't go. Time expires to end the first half. The Knicks have the lead.
The Knicks are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in the opening half, and they did it by throwing down dunk after dunk after dunk. I think the rim is still shaking. Here we go with the top 3 plays from the first half.
Number 2.
The Knicks have themselves a close game after 2 quarters. They decided to make a statement in. The Bulls are still very much in this matchup. I love the way they gave each other scoring opportunities.
Game track. Assists.
The chemistry for each squad has been great today, and that explains the high assist total. Coming out of halftime, I'm interested to see what kind of defensive adjustments are made to.
Player of the half.
Smith put together a highlight reel of dunks in the first half. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Knocked loose. Bulls have it. And count the basket inside.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Smith now into the front court. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Chris Dunn, so the Knicks keep possession. Smith to Taj Gibson. He'll go to the foul line to shoot.
No, no, no. I'll tell you, the team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
First free throw is good. And he makes them both. Bulls with the basketball. Count the basket at the rim.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in thinking you can get more at the rim.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
What a move. If you're on defense, you can't be caught flat-footed there.
Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
Randall. Cashes in for two.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
To Porter. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Team foul.
Smith to Julius Randle. A couple of cracks at the line now.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
First try, no good. No good. Missed them both. Done. Deep right corner. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim. No good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
To Markkanen. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
The 7th pick overall, Larry Markkanen had an exquisite rookie season. Ending the year, all-rookie first team. Even executive VP John Paxson of the Bulls organization referred to him as the cornerstone of the franchise.
Tough shot for Markkanen. No good.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
To Porter. Beyond the arc for three. Smothering D. Smith into the front court. His team up by 7. Here's the whistle. Intentional foul. Some lineup changes now for both clubs.
Substitutions, New York.
Oh, I had him going there for a second. Got it.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Minutes remaining in the third quarter.
To Payton. The rebound cleared by the Bulls. Can't connect from in close. Great feed, sets it up, and look out.
You used to hear all these coaches talk about, we need players to run the floor. No, I don't need you to run the floor. I need you to run the floor with purpose. Those are two different things. When you run the floor in attack mode, that's when plays like this occur.
From the outside, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago as their coach wants to get a word in with his guys here in this third quarter. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Easy path to the rim.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
The possession lies with New York. Smith on the drive, but his shot won't fall. To Markkanen. That's usually one that he'll knock down. Smith with it up top. Looking to make something happen. Gets a shot up off the mark. Thaddeus Young with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Smith with the basketball. They can get a 2-for-1 if they hurry. Here comes the screen. Smith. A bad pass, and the Bulls have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
That was such a great job by the offensive player. Knowing that you're probably going to take some lumps here and there, but still remaining aggressive throughout the shot and getting a crack at the extra point.
Denzel Valentine at the line for a chance at a three-point play. Shoots it at 75% for his career. Off the mark at the line. Into the front court comes Smith. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Taj Gibson above the rim. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first three have lived up to the billing.
Thaddeus Young pins it. That ends the third quarter. The Knicks have the lead. The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. We've got a one-possession game going on. This has the look of a race that's going down to the wire.
And it looked that way from the very beginning, but this is where the coaches and the best players on the floor really earn their money. Down the stretch, it's game time.
It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Count the bucket for two.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Smith now into the front court. Leads one to Kevin Knox. Taj Gibson with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Smith into the front court. His team up by 1. Throws it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. New York in control of the basketball. Get the cameras out. Flash on.
That's going to make a nice poster.
And scores. Great body control, Jay, as he ran down the lane.
I've seen him float so much on the perimeter, I forgot he even had that kind of physical presence. Good to see him beating up on people down low again.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up.
Smith with it up top. Leads just a point. Screen coming. To Dennis Smith Jr. Baseline drive. From the painted area, won't go down. Another follow, still no good. Another follow, no good. Otto Porter, 4 out of 10.
Everything about Porter is so low-key. No social media, and he's one of the few high-caliber NBA players that manages to stay out of the public eye while producing at an elite level in a number of categories.
Oh, he had it. Porter. That is no good. Very curious shot selection right there.
His scoring has definitely cooled off, but you have to give the defense some credit. They're denying him the ball and really making him work once he catches it.
And he'll go to the foul line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Kevin Knox. He's got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Goes 2 for 2.
Subbing in for the Chicago Bulls, number 14.
A big finish at the rim.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move, though.
Possession lies with New York. Smith to Julius Randle. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on a defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Shot from in close, no good. Levine.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Great dish to set it up. Kevin Knox powers it through.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Hayden into the front court. He'll run the offense. Dennis Smith Jr. Can't connect. Pulled in by Markkanen. To Zach Levine. The drive, right to the basket. Stuffs it down with authority.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach Levine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Add 2 points to the board.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Give him 2 points. High percentage.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Knocked loose. Porter. Count the basket inside. Coach of the Knicks signals for a timeout, and they have options. Let's see, do they go for the tie to 3 or play for a 2 and extend the game? New blood coming in for both sides. Smith. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
To Dennis Smith Jr. Gets it in the left corner. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay. Intentional foul. He meant it.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
Now we get a whistle. They'll wrap him up with the intentional foul and a little over 20 seconds left to play.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
And he connects on the first free throw. and gets both to drop at the line. Timeout here for the Knicks. They're going to have to draw something up for an open look at a three. Took it down the lane, but it's no good. Now the intentional foul as they get it with a little under 20 seconds left to play.
This is a close game, and possessions are at a premium. That's a good move to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. Two for two on that trip. Let's see what the Knicks can do here. Fires the three. That's off the side of the rim, short. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments. But it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
First one, counted. Able to convert on both free throws. Nice. 20-footer at the buzzer. The Bulls take this one as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Bulls got the win in a close game.
And it's always great to watch a team with such an unselfish approach to the game. Plenty of assists were delivered throughout this contest.
We got our top 3 plays for you. Check them out.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Bulls took this down to the wire. The Knicks
just couldn't close this one out.
And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
When you see these highlights, it's easy to see how this guy earned the award. His impact on the game wasn't lost on anyone. These are the top plays. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Yeah, I miss you, but I